All right, so here we go. We got yet another brand new update. Check it out right here. We're going to talk about what has changed, but most notably, what is missing from this update, because we are expecting something from this update that did not happen, plus further feedback from the community about what needs to change going forward. And we got to talk about something cool as well. Check this out right here. Someone was able to mod some upcoming cosmetics into the game. We're going to take a sneak peek as to what could potentially be coming to the future of the game. It looks like these things are most certainly going to be coming into the game simply because they're already in the files and people have data mined them and then turn them into a reality through modding. So yeah, we'll take a look at that as well. Plus, some really cool stuff you can do with the Vanguard and a bunch of other stuff. But remember, also, I'm still doing my $70 game giveaway. So for a chance to win a game of your choice, see that top pinned comment. But let's get into this right now. Let's take a look at this brand new patch hotfix. So let's get into it. So they go on to say this: hello, Space Marines. We deployed a hotfix on Space Marine 2 that fixes issues that appeared with the 6th update. Mainly connectivity issues, but also adding the salamander emblem on the right shoulder pad. Thank the Emperor. And then it says, if you encounter issues with the update, let us know through that link. So we've got several crashes that have been fixed, various connectivity issues. Let me know how the game is running for you guys. And by the way, I'm noticing more like instability with the graphics, I guess you would say. Some flickering of textures and things like that since the most recent updates have rolled out. Let me know if that's the case for you guys, but it feels a little bit more unstable, at least on my end. I am on PC, so I'm curious to see how it's running for you guys. I've seen some comments from Xbox Series X users that the frame rate has actually been increased or stabilized more, so that's interesting. But anyway, we also have fixed issue with Biovore spawn mines being unkillable in rare cases. More on that in just a moment. They also address issues with modded games being locked to offline mode, and fixed unyielding Ceramite perk deleting armor gained from armor boost. And then they also addressed Volkai FX not playing correctly on Biovore, and they did address music getting stuck in PvP matches and so on. And yes, they did add the missing Salamander's emblem on the right shoulder pad, which a lot of you guys will rejoice. And yes, some minor localization fixes as well. So yeah, overall, not the most massive patch at all, but you'll notice something that was missing as well. Yeah, they did some adjustments to the Spore mines that are being spawned in. However, they didn't adjust the amounts. Check it out here. It's getting insane. They're everywhere now. Spore mines everywhere. And it still seems to be persistent even after this hotfix. We'll see what the dev team has to say about this one, but for now, it seems like they're keeping it as is. I don't know if that's the intention, if they're like, hey, you know what? Get used to this. It's kind of a peek into what you can expect from the Horde mode, but let me know if you guys want the Spore mines adjusted further. But yeah, it seems like a lot of you guys really want this patched up. And, you know, even this reply here says, earlier today, I was running heavy in the section of the ballistic engine when you load the Nova warhead. And when a massive wave started, I watched Spore mines start trickling out of the distant spawn vent in Sector C. They kept coming and coming and coming. I mag dumped probably 250 to 300 heavy bolter rounds, and they just kept pouring out of the vent for a solid 10 seconds. In fact, they were still spawning in and dropping on the bulwark when I ended up having to fight a pack of warriors. Had another operation this morning of the Inferno finale where a wave of Spore mines attacked me on the platform near the Thunderhawk landing point. And when I looked up, it was a solid train of mines spanning the entire length of the arena, and they were still dropping in from the rightmost refinery catwalk. I can't even guess how many they had to be to take up that much of the level. So yeah, this seems to be a bit of a problem and a bit of an issue, and it seems like you guys definitely want this to be adjusted by the dev team. I do wonder if they're running some interesting tests. Hear me out, it's just a bit of a theory here. If they're trying to run some tests regarding Horde mode, how many enemies they can have on screen at once, how stable the game would be performing, and they're doing it temporarily just to gauge and see on their current infrastructure, their current network and servers, how it would handle a higher population of enemies on the screen. That's a theory of mine, of course, because as you guys know, testing the game internally, privately, is very different from getting it on server. So this is one way, potentially, I'm just theorizing that they could perhaps test the population of what they could be doing in like horde mode. I'm just trying to like guess and see why would this be happening and why would they not hot fix it out? You know what I mean? But anyway, we also have this one right here, not being able to yell for the Emperor simultaneously needs to be fixed. What's the point of a battle cry if only one person can say it while the rest are muted? Hell yes, couldn't agree more. You would think that you can kind of sync together with your fellow brothers and be able to yell that out at the same time. That definitely needs to be looked into. It's a small little quality of life improvement that I think would go a long way for sure. And we have this reply here about the recent update. Can we get a proper fix for the hitbox on the Zoanthrope's beam attack already? Yeah, and you know, it seems like a lot of people definitely want that to also be adjusted by the upvotes on that comment there. And a lot of you Assault players are being left in the dust, so to speak. We have still no fix for the jump pack bugs. Sad face, or really disappointed, frustrated face right there. But I gotta say, there have been some really cool things happening around Space Marine 2 since the recent updates. Here's a really cool example right here. Yes, Vanguards can now dive kick flying enemies. That is all. Take a look at this. I gotta try this out for myself, of course. Look at this in action. Freaking love it. Getting airborne. It'd be cool, I gotta say, if they had some sort of combo moves you could do once you're finally in the air. Now, I don't want this turning into like Devil May Cry or something like that, of course. But I gotta say, that would be very, very cool if you can also do like executions mid-air. There's a lot they can actually do with the Vanguard now that I think about it. But someone did some really cool modding recently based on some stuff that's still hidden away in the game. Check this out right here. So this is what we potentially will be getting in the future for new cosmetics. Yeah, so these are looking extra sharp here, and we got a combination of like Blood Angels and White Scars cosmetics that apparently, again, are coming to the game. I'm not going to say that this is 100% confirmed, but considering that these are so finalized, I definitely do expect that these would be coming to the game. But let me know what you guys think of this. And this is really cool. What do you guys notice? You can actually see the shoulder pauldrons for your sniper with this cape variation. And I think they need to do further updates to all capes to actually allow for this type of thing. This is very, very cool. And yeah, let me know out of all this what is standing out to you. But I think Blood Angels fans will be very, very happy with a lot of the upcoming cosmetics, as well as you White Scar fans for sure. But anyway, now it's time to go over your top comments. Remember, for a chance for your comment to end up in a future video, leave a comment down below. And I absolutely love reading your comments, by the way. Even if they don't end up in a video, you might actually get a reply from me or something like that. But anyway, let's get into this now. Yeah, the top comment is from me, actually, the pinned comment. And I wanted to mention, yeah, remember, if you want a chance to win a video game of your choice, see the top pinned comment on this video. But anyway, here we go. Let's check this out. It says, I've seen an increase on spore mines that look like a green sea floating towards us in every corner I come across. All I gotta say is good luck. We'll have to see what they decide to do about this. Spore mines are insane now. I was playing on co-op and encountered like 35 plus spore mines. It was crazy. Again, I still think that they are testing the population of enemy AI for horde mode. That's just my theory. That is 100% my theory. I could be completely wrong. It could be like a bug. Something has gone out of whack. But it kind of makes sense if you think about it. You want to gauge the reaction of the community. You want to see what updates you might need to do to kind of stabilize that type of population. There's all sorts of reasons why you would want to do some sort of testing regarding that. But again, that's like a wild theory of mine. And what do we got next? Either the gene seed needs that extra level of forgiveness, or it needs to be worth way more when you get it successfully. So it's actually worth protecting the person who has it. Couldn't agree more. You know, it's really frustrating that they have the system in place as it is. It would be nice that I love the kind of like handoff system idea. I gotta admit, like, if you go down, the gene seed remains there on the ground for X amount of seconds or what have you, and then you have a chance to grab it. You know what I mean? Or if the person reses you, they get the gene seed. There could be all sorts of cool stuff they could add to the game. Perhaps even perks related to how you can like hand off the gene seed to one another. All right, so we also have this one right here. I'm frustrated that the Vanguard nerf wasn't even mentioned. The problem was apparently that the Vanguard would leave the group to be gutted, though it is the Vanguard's job by design to split from the group and take out dangerous targets. Like range units, for example, now that I heal for 50% less, I have to take double the executes, which leaves my teammates to be gutted by the enemy. Nice. The sniper buff is very good though. Healing with the cloak is great. They should focus more on the buffing useless perks instead of nerfing the fun ones. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand this focus on nerfing stuff. It really is like boggling my mind. I 100% agree with you, Joey, that they need to focus in on buffing what is kind of missing in action. You know what I mean? Or even bringing in new subclasses, new perks, exciting things like that. That's what I'm hoping that we actually get for existing classes. That would be cool. Of course, there is expected that we would be getting a new class eventually, and I think that would add a lot to the game, but I do hope that they work on the existing lackluster perks, buffing those, raising those, elevating those, and perhaps bringing us new subclasses as well. That would be just really cool. But anyway, yeah, there it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much for the comments, for love and support on all the videos. I'm serious when I say that. I greatly appreciate it. But yeah, stay tuned here for more Space Marine 2 coverage, and hopefully I can cover some other games here in the future. I'm looking at possibly covering Monster Hunter Worlds. Let me know if you guys would like to see videos on that one. That would be cool to get into. But thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time. Take care.